Hello guys. So I'm now in retirement. So a lot of y'all have been asking me, how can I retire? Well, first thing is that I've settled a lot of things, which is firstly that I have my own house now. I have a car, so I'm also debt free. So because of these conditions, I'm actually able to retire at the age of 55 in 2015. One of the things that I did before retirement was that, to consider for retirement, was that I did my cash flow. Now actually the cash flow projection, I needed to see whether I have enough resources in order to last me till my end of days, right? Well, I would say my lifespan, right? So I'm expected to live to 80. That's the projected age I will live to. And I just did a cash flow from 2015 to 2018. And after doing that, I found out that I had enough cash resources in order to survive for that period of time. The next thing I did was to check my monthly cash expenses. That means how much I spend every month, and categorize it into certain major expenses to see which expenses I could save on and which I could not, and also to identify any more commitments I have, if any. Then I need to also look at my travel plans. Let's say each year I may want to do 1 or 2 trips overseas, and also I have to put that into consideration and see whether I have enough money to plan for that as well. So once I did that already, I did the cash flow analysis, I did my analysis of my current monthly expenditure, and also put in all the plans for my traveling. Now this would then give me an overall picture as to my retirement plan. So I need then to consider whether I have any passive income. Now based on my assets I have, my cash assets I have, I would then see how much I can get passive income from the interest generated from it. Now there are 2 sources of income for me, that is basically from my EPF and from my unit trusts. Now both of these funds give me an interest about 5 to 4% per annum, and I find that this is sufficient to cover my current monthly expenditure. You must remember, as time goes by, your current expenditure actually decreases. So I do find that over the past 6 years in retirement, I actually did not spend that much. So I do have some excess from my interest which I did not actually spend at all. So this can be carried forward and or kept back into my investments, so that it will be the interest will be compounded. So I'm always working on compounded interest. So that's the best thing, compounded interest. You should look at it. A lot of people ask me about inflation. Don't you worry about inflation? Well, I say no. There's a reason to it. We in retirement actually should not be worried too much about inflation, because there are ways to beat or go around inflation. Okay, let me share with you some of the ways which I go around inflation. Basically, first thing of course is to reduce your spending. You don't have to spend too much, so inflation does not really affect you there. Another thing is to look for alternatives. That means if you are presently drinking a lot of wine as part of your normal consumption, you can look at other alternatives. Drink less wine, or change the wine, drink a cheaper wine, or totally stop wine and drink water. That's something like I say, look at alternatives, right? That's one of the things which can help beat inflation. Well, another thing you look at is medical. Now, we don't have medical. I don't have medical insurance. They stopped giving me or selling me medical insurance once they hear that I'm 60 years old already. So what I do is that I go down to the government clinics. Now in Malaysia, you can get very cheap medical fees just by going to see the government medical clinics. We call them here Klinik Kesihatan. And it's only $1 just to see the doctor and get free medicine at the local government pharmacies. Also, if you have some kind of major medical condition and you check yourself into the government hospital, the fees also is not that expensive. Now, if you want to do cataract surgery at a government clinic, it's going to be about $800 or $900 only, compared to going to a private hospital or private clinic. It's going to cost you about $3,000 to $9,000 just for cataract for one eye. So there are ways to have cost savings in medical if you opt for going to the government clinics. Of course, government clinics, you have a long waiting time, but you are in retirement, so what's the worry? You can wait. One thing you got to look at also is those senior citizen benefits. Once in Malaysia, the retirement age is 60, so you are already considered a senior citizen. If you are a senior citizen, there are various benefits given by the government and also by the hotels and the travel agencies. Okay, so you just need to identify or find out what are those travel those benefits available to you as a senior citizen. Okay, you want to buy things cheaply? Look at online platforms. There's Lazada, there's Shopee, there's various other platforms which you can buy cheap things. You don't have to drive out, just pay the transport cost, which is quite cheap sometimes, between $2 to $5, right? Imagine that. Recently I bought something from China, only $2. All the way from China, just pay transport fee of $2, delivery fee. Isn't that cheap? Also, I have e-wallets. Now, e-wallets, another great thing. I don't have to worry about carrying cash around. It's safe. And also, there are promotions on the e-wallets. So you can get discounts on food, discounts on but they have tie-up with Lazada and so on. You have another bonuses when you use their vouchers online. So look at that, right? It's a very good way of cost savings on that as well. Now, credit cards. Look at getting free credit cards. Then you don't have to pay for the yearly subscription fee. Also, look for cashbacks now. I converted my points credit card into a cashback system, and every time I spend things to buy purchases, I use my credit card, I get cashback every month on my purchases instead of collecting points. Collecting points is useless now. It's a dead-end promotion. So look at cashbacks on your credit cards. One of the greatest things which I did for cost savings is my electricity bill. What I did was, in 2019, I installed a net energy metering system, which is a solar system, and the promotion was offered by TNB, the local electricity board, in 2019. This helped me save about $200 off my electricity bills every month. So that was something which was fantastic to me. So that's how I saved some more on my electricity bills. You should look at that, because electricity actually forms a great part of the monthly expenses for a lot of households. So with this solar system now, I can have my aircons on, my 4 aircons on at any time during the day. I don't have to worry about my electricity bills shooting very high because it's a net metering system. That means my solar system generates electricity which I consume during the day, and at night when there's no sun, I consume the electricity to the grid. So that is a net off. That net off, I pay only the balance to TNB, and my electric bills are around less than $100 every month. So that's great savings for me. Now, if you need to buy certain assets, let's say you need to change your aircon, you need to change your fridge, you need to change your washing machine, right? Okay, try to buy those with extended warranties. Now, extended warranties is good because if you do have a problem with appliances during the warranty period, it is actually changed for free. Now, recently I bought a 55-inch TV, and within 1 year the TV had an issue, but I had an extended warranty for 2 years. So I'm lucky the repairman came, changed the circuit board. The circuit board cost about $500. So they told me no need to pay because it's under warranty. So always look for warranties. If you can, buy some extended warranties. It saves you money in the long run. Another thing to watch out for your expenses is penalties. Now, if you do incur late penalties, try to avoid it. Pay all your bills on time, especially your credit card bills. Do not go past the due dates, else the credit cards or the banks will charge you exorbitant interest on it. It's stupid to pay only 10% and continue the balance to pay the next month or the future months. It's stupid. So please do pay all your bills on the due dates or before the due dates in order to save on late payment interest. One thing I realized that when under retirement now, I do not need to look at investing in new risk projects or products. We have only a short lifespan left. I'm 60 now. I don't know whether I can live to 80, but I hope so. I do not want to live after 80 or to 90 because by that time my mental capabilities or my physical capabilities won't be there already. So I've seen what happened to my dad when he had Alzheimer's, and he was really bedridden when he was around 88 to 92. So that's something I wouldn't like to go through. So enjoy your retirement time. Spend wisely during retirement, but enjoy it. Enjoy your spending too. Spend reasonably. Do not put your retirement fund at risk by reinvesting in more risky projects or trying to chase money again. What for? Life is short. Enjoy it. Coming back to inflation. Don't worry too much about inflation. You cannot control it. You are not on top of it. So you need to spend a bit, spend a bit. It's not going to affect you very much. Malaysia's inflation rate is about 5%. This year is about 5%. So just enjoy life a bit. Pay a little bit extra, does not matter. Like again I said, you are here for a short while. So enjoy while you can. Tomorrow you may not be here. So at least you've enjoyed your ice cream. Eat a bit of premium ice cream. And tomorrow you can just go happily. I hope you like the short talk which I've done on my retirement and regarding my passive income, regarding about inflation, regarding about spending during retirement. If you like this video, please do help me subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you for hearing me out. Till the next video. Bye.